Yes, and I need you guys to let me make sure we're on the same map. I need you guys to put y'all's character token in the pink rectangle in the top left corner, so we can have some introductions for I got Crix Noxus playing. Is it Jean LaCroix or Jean LaCroix? Awesome. So you guys can know each other's kits a little bit more. It's all good. And right. Awesome. And then there we go, Jean, med tech and fixer. Jean, you don't have to worry about the friends and enemies and all that. As long as you got enough stuff to be able to be functional, you don't need to worry about it, because who knows, you could make some friends and even make some enemies during the session tonight, especially since you know how high these stakes are you guys are dealing with too. These stakes are as high as they almost as high as they can possibly get to. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Field health and armor and luck. Starting fresh. Alright, I see Jean, Creed, and Hella. Roll 20. It's all good, man. You want me to send you a link? I can send you a link to the game if you need it. Make it if it's any faster for you. Yeah, it's a bench you guys can a bench and some rubble you guys can sit and kick back on. Rubbles, right, right. And then also I was able to peek a little bit into the general as you guys were kind of explaining you guys' characters and tactics so far. So as far as introductions, they can be as detailed, role played, as much or as little as you guys want. I think most of you guys pretty much got the feel for everybody, but for good measure, to make sure Jean knows where everybody is at and what everybody can do, so you guys can make wise strategic decisions together with so many lives on the line. And then I will also say Creed, Gizmo, and Hella, all of you guys earn 2,000 EBs for contributing towards getting Camden out of there, because you guys got in the bunker first in order to even find them. So you guys successfully found them all as a joint crew together. Shell shock, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yup, yup. Yeah, yup. That's exactly what happened. Yup. Yup. It was efficient. It was swift and efficient. Awesome. I see everybody right there in the rectangle. Awesome. All right, y'all. I need y'all to click on y'all characters tokens And then on your character sheet, click on initiative. Look, John, I had to. Touche. Not, maybe not. Everybody else fumbled so far. A 4 and a 2. I wonder how many French puns we're going to have today. Oh, shit. He speaks French. Does he speak French, too? I'm assuming, too? Awesome. Nice. Look, you can play a character that's a Frenchman that actually speaks French badly too. That's a funny one, and it could make sense too. You've got some options. You got some options. You can role play that as to your heart's content. It's your character, so it's up to you on how you want to do it too, man. Look, that's probably his catchphrase. Is it mad? Just like that, like mad, like in English. Mad. Awesome. All right, and we got, and then Jean, just like the other character you played, Brandon Anderson. All you guys know each other through the mutual connection of bartender Luna, who you guys know like a sister, and who is y'all efficient, loyal, consistent fixer on giving you guys jobs and such. So that's the glue that brings you all together as a crew. That's how you guys know each other and know how you guys won't backstab each other or rob each other, and that you guys have each other's best intentions at heart. Cool. Yes. Yes, you can. Dude, that makes awesome, fantastic sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That make absolute fantastic sense. Like I know Luna too. We tried to keep her up in the hospital, but we didn't have too much power. And then the cyber dragons came in, started wrecking shop, and next thing you know, the whole tower went down. But I was able to make it out. As an example, like a real life example too. That's perfect right there. Awesome, man. Dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds like awesome synopsis. And then I'll also add this to your gear real quick, because that'll definitely help you guys as a med tech. I'm gonna give you a med scanner. So you have a scanner that comes out of your arm that can help you with your medical endeavors. Unless you got it already. Good call, man. Awesome call. Let me see if it's applied to your stuff. I can apply it to you. Awesome. And then we'll rotate it to Gizmo's turn. And then Jean, I'll give you those mods while I'm on your character sheet too. First aid. You got it. Yup. Awesome. Awesome. And then we'll rotate. Awesome. Awesome. Go ahead. Awesome. Sounds good. No, you good, man. Sounds good. And then we'll rotate it to Creed's turn.
It's crazy. There's, I mean, yeah. If you forget the lack of fashion in most technologies, it's rituals. Why the fuck is there a tag on your collar, boy? It's so annoying. Just like, she's spaced out and like not like a catwalk yet. It's like, sure, next to you, so, and she's just kind of offering up. She kind of figures you when she turned to so she so you probably just kind of just use their stuff to check it out as you go to the there's kind of a rating tickets just read sometimes
Yeah.
so the story there tablets says this
Sounds like in general. And
laws turn this bitch timeline off. How are they gonna know where Hella is? They need an address, Rory. It's just and now you're not on certain information.
awesome. Awesome.
I am taking a step back with her now.
Yeah, yeah, he just like, oh.
So if you pay attention, here's the thing. This persona, she also has a sort of projections slightly shorter. I think she runs a similar triage to so
Awesome.
just got some shit there. Doesn't really have skills, characters, just
Awesome. And then we'll rotate it to Hella's turn next with their introduction and explaining kind of what they've got going on and what they're wearing.
Alright, well, Ella, chances are your character's probably heard of Ella if it's been a night city. She's a rocker of pretty good reputation. She's currently in Metal Gear, but her current stuff is just a giant walking suit. The helmet's down though, and she's smoking a joint, and just doesn't seem to really care about anything. She has that kind of off attitude about her. And when you talk to the group, she doesn't really pay you much mind at first, unless you treats you like that. And yes, she was holding Noah's leash. And
How much of her 6 foot?
yeah, she's 6'10", she's a big lady, and in her Metal Gear, she's closer to 7 foot. And she has completely black hair with very highlights around her forehead. Green eyes. Looks to be in her mid to late 20s.
Description of Hella. Gives an
That's in a different game. Hella does use
is
cyber.
it the other game?
Ah.
This Hella doesn't use any cyber. In Metal Gear, she does use cyber. This one's just meatbag.
Awesome. Hell, are you gonna keep that? The other two things is a um.
Things you might know she recently took over this thing was called
Yep. And then one more thing. If not, I'll say it won't be as fun as I say. It's funner if you'll say it, but I'll say it if you won't. Unless you want to keep it a secret.
Is
Yeah.
it
That
has to do with reputation?
it could be, but it's also part a cosmetic air quotes. The sweater, the Christmas sweater, the Christmas sweater.
Oh, we got the Chris. Oh shit. Okay, so her Metal Gear actually,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, her Metal Gear because of the suit is currently looks like
Yeah, the suit can camouflage you to look like the Grinch, so you're like a 7 foot hulking Grinch holding holding a little white girl on a chain. Yes, while on a hoverboard. While on a hoverboard.
she's got a Grinch costume. And as a reputation thing, there is a video on the internet seducing a secretary.
Yep.
If
In a
to get into
corporate closet. Yeah.
to get into the public, the tactic was okay. I'll get this a good secretary, and also she seduced the secretary, and went to brag about the stuff we were doing.
Hello, test test. I'm good. Awesome, awesome. That was an awesome introduction. Hello, I'll give you a point of luck on them. Those are some funny ass iconic moments right there. Which part? Yeah, yeah. She said not to brag, and then you was like, you say it, you deliver it. Right, right, right. Awesome, awesome, fantastic, y'all. Awesome. As you guys are in front of Trauma Tower, and you're wondering, like, damn, I wonder how Luna's doing. Give me a perception check from all of you guys, as all you guys are looking around in the general vicinity to see what's going on.
I'm pretty shaken.
Right, right. So all that distraction and mayhem, Jean is like, man, phew. He just looking down, nods his head, lying his head side to side, like, man, that shit was crazy. And hell, you don't see anything either. You just looking at Rory up and down, holding the leash. But Creed, you are perceptive. You're able to not only notice the rubble, but you are able to hear that like through muttering and snooping, that the renewable renegades who are surrounding Trauma Tower are actively looking for you guys. And you're able to see that there is 3 of them, 3 renewable renegades. And that the patrolling cyber dragon is making rounds around the building looking for you as well. And as you have your your heat vision, you know what I mean, how you see the heat signatures, you're able to see that this has been a really, really bleak situation, as you only see one sign of life, like one heat signature amongst this whole entire rubble of Trauma Tower, and it burns the hottest heat signature. Small one. Small but super hot. So you see a bright red, small image in the rubble. Alright. I need you guys to click on y'all character tokens again. And then give me initiative. Hold on, let me get the turn order up again. And then give me initiative, because this one is going to be you guys deciding on who's going to have which action and in what order you guys want to go about it in this scene. Oh man. All right, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all right here. All right, you guys are free to put y'all characters token in this teal, light blue square. And put these guys. These guys are actively searching for you guys. They know it's only a matter of time before you guys show. And that's gonna put us at Creed's turn. What does Creed have up his sleeve? He sees that there is a heat signature somewhere in within the rubble of Trauma Tower. But you have the renewable renegades are patrolling, and the Cyber Dragon looms around the vicinity. Awesome. You are definitely disguised, and no one expects it's you, especially since this is the first time you've turned it on outside of Mama May's house. So no one knows besides your crew that you can do that. So they are totally, for sure, oblivious. Right. A weathered look. Yes, it's circling, and let me get an acting check since you're acting wounded and such. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They are buying it.
Perception to see if there's a way to this.
Yes, either perception or conceal reveal.
Perception. Oh snap!
You see everything.
You see that there is an inn within this rubble, and you make out that holy shit, I think it's her. You think that you strongly believe, like through the thermal imagery, that within this rubble, at least Luna's arm is still going, and it's going white hot. You can tell that at least a bit of her exists within this rubble, and it is fully, fully activated.
Luna starts looking around. So Luna will let the team know, hey, once I'm in here, don't push me. There's a bunch of armor guys in here. We'll probably go with our nighttime perception, especially if she's running. God forbid you guys are definitely going to need to take care of those running limbs there. Just throw a heads up.
Awesome. Awesome turn, man. Kick ass rolls. Awesome, awesome. And then Creed, give for the last thing, give me a contortionist check as you're twisting your body throughout the rubble. See how good you're moving throughout the trash. You're struggling, but you're trying though. You're struggling, but you're trying to get through it. Awesome. And then we'll rotate it to Hella's turn.
Can I do Hella's turn before I go into my character qualities?
You got some options.
Can I just shoot them?
Yes, you can if you want to.
You've already decided on what your plan is, and pulled out a very fucking shotgun like you would in 445. So shotgun fire, round shotgun, grenade launcher. And say I'm not very good at firefighting, but I have aim and flashbang grenades.
Awesome. Awesome. Good calls on those. Very good calls.
And that's for the dragon.
Yup, for right now, yup.
And we can patch your dice later.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him as well.
Catch up.
Ooh, Gizmo. I will say that giving a teammate a weapon, like during an initiative, counts as an action, though. That way, people aren't just so that's definitely fine. You can still move. Just giving you a heads up, because I'm totally on board for it.
I'm gonna hover over Hella move there and then shoot one guy.
All right, let's see it.
And turns off shotgun. See window of opportunities. Yeah, it's in the chat.
Okay, okay. All right, the shots from your rifle is enough to kill this guy instantly, and then you hear these guys outside saying, "Yup, they're here somewhere. Time to bunker down. Go ahead and clean up this job real quick." Uh huh.
The speakers of Metal Gear used me to hear whenever someone was just kind of let it burn through the crowd. And it's just another rage thing. So
Awesome, awesome. As soon as he goes down, and you hear them all retort like, "Hey, bunker down. It's happening." Excuse me. The dragon swoops over the corner of the rubble and hovers right above you, Hella. Give me an evasion check. A large white ball of electricity starts forming in his mouth, and it grows bigger and bigger, and then comes out as a straight beam towards you, covering your entire body. A direct hit. Give me a resist torture / drugs check. Awesome. The lights from it keep you. You're able to muster up the strength to not get blinded. But the force from this laser covering your entire body in Metal Gear is gonna do 2 stopping power out of your helmet, 2 stopping power out of the body part of your Metal Gear as well, and then 14 to your HP. And you also have I'm about to paste it in roll 20. Give me a D6 real quick. The laser and the force crushes the fingers of your left hand, so -4 to all actions involving your left hand. But the DV to fix that is paramedic DV13 or surgery DV15. Down. Literally, literally. This meat hand. Yeah. Do you? Hello, do you want to use any more of your movements in this situation? I'll say since you weren't in the combat before you start shooting, you have all your movement, because you're now in combat. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, Hella, you and the crew can all tell that right now you are being focused. All eyes are on you. Awesome. Right? Awesome. And then we'll rotate to Gizmo's turn. Give me a perception check, because that'll determine the case. There we go. Awesome. 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 You know, it's behind you is a hotel. So you know you can be able to get up there and get a window. Yes. Yes. And you have hoverboard. That's true.
All of us have. It's so hard.
Yeah. Yes, you have a chance to do that. And I will say, I better make a few rolls here, that once you get your vantage point, the distance between you and the dragon are 240 yards away. Awesome, but you are definitely in position though. You're in a good spot for a good shot. And then we'll rotate to Jean LaCroix's turn. Mm-hmm. Yup. Yup. Mm-hmm. In the air, focused, staring down Hella from across the map. Yup. It will be easier to hold on. Let me pull up the range table for you real quick. Because yeah. No, putting it in is an action. Just shooting it would be an action. All right, hold on real quick. Let me help you out real quick. Make it a little bit more convenient for you. Give me a second. I'm about to hop on your character sheet. Make sure you're ready for this shot here. Oh, you got it. You're it. Yep, I see it. Awesome. I'm looking at your character sheet. Yup. I'm about to click close on your character sheet. And then, depending on where you want to shoot I'm about to click attack on it just so you can see the range on it real quick. So, do you see the chat box in roll 20? And then you're able to see the range in yards on the left side and then the DV on the right side. So if you got closer between 7 to 12 or 13 to 25 yards, that would be your best bet at hitting it. But if you wanted to play it safe and shoot from farther where it'd be harder but you'd be safer, that'd be an option as well. So again, that's one of those two-edged sword things. If you get between 7 and 25 meters, it'll be your easiest chance to beat that DV and possibly hit it. Or you could try to play it safer by trying to shoot it further away so it has more distance to catch you. But you can tell this thing is an expensive piece of tech, and it does have dodging capabilities, so it could be swift enough to actually even move out the way or shoot it out of the air. So it's a risky game no matter which way you slice it, and you know your life is on the line, especially if it has its eyes on you. It's a tough decision either way, to be honest.
He's pretty. He excels in his skill. So right now, we got a little flashbang.
Uh-huh.
Shoot this guy.
Awesome. You gonna shoot it out of your grenade launcher, I take it? Awesome. You can go ahead and click on attack, and then now give us the grenade launcher, and now give us the roll and see how good he can shoot. Holy shit. Holy shit. John, give me a resist torture / drugs check, boss. You fumbled. You fumbled.
So 12 minus 6 is 60.
Yup. As you aim at the renegade, saying, "Man, that dragon's too tough for me for right now. I'm just gonna take this guy out, make sure he doesn't see." You pull the trigger, nothing comes out, and then you turn it around, and you close one eye, and you use your other eye to look down the barrel of the grenade launcher, and the flashbang goes off. Now he's shooting a flashbang, giving.
Eat myself. That was terrible.
Right, that's the thing about Cyberpunk. It can always be worse. In this circumstance, in this case, you end up giving yourself the damaged eye and damaged ear critical injuries. And I'm gonna go ahead and paste those in roll 20 so you guys can all see what those are. First gunshot. Dude, go ahead. Yup, that's Cyberpunk for you. That's the literal trial by fire. But at least, look, no damage to your HP yet. You haven't really been harmed yet. But he's struggling with a damaged ear and damaged eyes. All right, so Jean Lacroix for the right. So John, for the next minute, you're gonna take -2 to range attacks and perception checks involving vision. And whenever you move further than 4 meters, which is gonna be pretty much one square, you can't move on your next turn. And then you're also gonna be taking a -2 to perception checks involving hearing. In a nutshell, you have a hard time hearing and seeing, at least for the next 60 seconds, which is gonna be Every round is 6 seconds, so 10 rounds. But I will say, as a med tech, you can try to use your skills. Like, hold on, what did I learn in my training to try to at least operate on yourself to try to fix that. Though you are a doctor, so if anybody has any chance to try to help themselves in a scenario, being a med tech is going to have the highest chance of helping themselves kind of come back from that.
And Ace sucks.
Already.
No, like he lost his job, lost his ability to work independently. These guys showed up to Cyber Dragon showed flashbang weapons.
Right. The battle continues though. The battle continues. Hella, two of the renewable renegades, after seeing you, they converge over to you, and they're gonna take some shots at you. I will let you know if the damage they would do from their guns would even ping your armor.
It's not 16.
They're dumping shots at their pistol and they're dinging off. Now the real question is your suit in Grinch mode? Is Hella in Grinch mode or standard? Also, the bullets ding off the green fur on the side of your suit, and then
The Grinch just ignores them, not paying them any mind as the Grinch stares down the cyber.
awesome. As you're staring him down, is somebody say something? Is somebody saying something? Oh, I got you. Right. That's true. That's true. That's true. It's the KT Doberman. Yup, sure will. Your dog is on your back barking at the cyber dragon. And Hella, as you're making eye contact, go ahead. It's still on mine, like no problem. I'm not sure why you're right. Thank you. And we got that one there. Hella, as you're making direct eye contact with the cyber dragon, give me a D10. You guys are facing off. Jean is crying. Oh,
That's good.
that's very good. That is very good. You're gonna have a +2 bonus towards the dragon, towards cyber dragons in general, and they're gonna be taking -2 penalties towards you until they beat you in a contest. Yeah.
For simplicity, should we say that Doberman acts like
Yes. We can. I'm down with that. This.
I'll say he was in standby mode for the first round,
The next go around. Yep, that makes perfect sense. The cyber dragon stares you down, and y'all know in anime when it's a stare down. Go ahead. I forgot what you named. It's yours, so it's up to you guys. I want to say off the top of my head 4d6. Yep. Yep. Combat number basically is going to be, if they make a roll, it would be 10.
So, like, for their initiative and everything, they just add
Yup. Like for example, for an athletics check, it'll be whatever points you have in it plus your dex in the roll. So for them, it'll be 10. Their combat power is 10, so it's 10 plus their roll. We give them their results, and I'll roll them on my end to make things easier for you too. And
since it uses its combat number, its perception, so
as you stare down the dragon, you have a gleam come from your eye, and you can tell, oh, this thing might be a little scared of me. And it charges at you full speed. Give me an evasion check unless you want it to hit you, and you're like, bring it on, because you could do that if you wanted to as well. I As you try to dodge out the way, its wing catches you right around your stomach, doing 2 out of the stopping power of your body and 4 to your HP on the body. Yup. And then 4 to your HP. And it starts bringing you with it up into the sky. You are considered grappled in the air, and your dog is still on your back while you guys are being lifted up into the air. And Rory, for your sake, since you're on your vantage point, the cyber dragon is 400 yards away. And then that's going to bring us to Creed's turn. Awesome. Okay. I will say, Gizmo, you do have a hoverboard, and you are pretty tiny, so I honestly think that Rory, with her stature, could lay prone on her hoverboard, I would say. Yeah. Creed, you're able to find some ways you can get through without twisting your body as much. Give me a D6. Awesome. You're able to move 5 squares without twisting your body. And then the token here is basically the reading that you see for the heat right there. So you can move 5 squares through the rubble. And there you go. And you see under it is Luna. You're not sure if she's dead, but you can tell her arm is hot as possible. That's the best way I can put it. Piping hot doesn't do it justice. But yes, it's danger levels of hot. I would say since it's a cyber limb, it would be a cyber tech check. And you know, if you make it's so hot, you know, if you make one mistake, you will definitely have a bad time too. It's definitely dangerous. You see her whole body and her piping hot arm. Yo, yes, you can. You may reference the internet. Yes, that's what I would do. That's what I would do in real life. So I would do the same thing if I was in that scenario. If I was in that situation, right? Ghost.
All those phone Googles how to get someone out of here.
Right. All right. You end up looking into some Reddits and forums and threads of firefighters, and you know it's for something that hot. Firefighter gear would be the best, and you figure by looking at that and looking around you, using some of the rubble as a oven mitt would be your best bet, considering what you got to work with. Be your best improvisational tool.
Use a proven objective fashion.
That's funny as hell. How would you do it? How would you do it? And then I'll let you know if it can work. If you can make it work with explanation, I would definitely allow it, because this thing is hot. Danger levels are hot. That sounds awesome. Yes, I'll allow that. That is very creative. That makes sense too. I would definitely get give me 2d6, Creed. You start getting burned for 3 HP, but at least you've got somewhere you can help. You can be able to pull her out. Yep. It hurts like hell, but you're able to at least get it going and get out of this rubble with Luna in tow. Good shit. That was super creative. And then we rotate to Hella's turn, who is 400 yards away from Rory and 300 yards in the air. Being held, being like considered grappled, but you're kind of held by the wing going up. I'm pretty sure y'all seen movies, games, where it's like a wing or like the wing or of a plane, and somebody's stomach is around there and their arms are on top of it. You guys know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Let me get on cam. Yes. Hella. Hold on. Let me get on cam. Right. Hella's 400 yards in the air, in the wing is having her in the air, and she's doing like one of this with the wing having her in the air. Y'all see how I am right now? Doing one of these, being grappled by the wing. Okay.
Get one of their faces, make the knuckles out. I'm gonna punch it twice.
Awesome. Let's see. It's not gonna be able to evade that since you got it held. It definitely hits. Let me help you out. I'm gonna get on your character sheet and make some adjustments for you. Hold on, give me a second. The reason I got you, I can help you out. For, right. For some reason on roll 20, when you add a melee weapon or most weapons, for some reason, it doesn't automatically populate the weapon skill that gives you those stats added to it. But that crits, and it definitely hits, especially since they're not going to be able to evade that either.
Are you fixing it right now on the sheet?
It's fixed. Yep, I fixed it for you. All right, let's see that second hit.
26 for damage, but damage isn't I just need to hit it twice. That's what I'm trying.
All right.
The second one. 16.
Awesome. You start banging on it with your knuckles. Boom, boom. And with your second hit connecting, a small explosion of electricity comes from the fist, and you feel the wing start to weaken on holding you up. So you know that if you go ahead, what are you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, could I have been specifically trying to disable it? I think that would have been an aim thing.
No, you definitely disabled the wing that was holding you in the air. It definitely went numb for a second, leaving you ungrappled. Now the question is, do you try to grab a hold to stay in the air, or do you drop like a rock, or try to pull out a hoverboard or something else out of your kit? Because you're definitely out of the grapple. And I assume you wouldn't just want to just hit the ground, but you could as an option if you wanted to.
Do I still have my with me?
Yes.
Okay. Beyond that,
Give me an athletics check. See if she's fast and quick enough on the draw to pull that out without hitting the ground. Awesome. You pull it out and you have full movement. You've used your two attack actions. You still have your movement, and you still have, what's your dog's name? Hachi. And you still got Hottie to use one of their technological things. At least it's on the board. I just put some on the board as a reference. Gotcha.
it's named after one of the two wolves that chased the settlement.
Ah.
So, then she's gonna fly down as far as she can, so she can pick up. Just make it here, relatively close to the ground.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and then you want to give me control of.
Yup, give me a second. And then where'd you want to move it? I'm gonna go ahead and move it, and then I'll give you control. It's going slow for me, so I'm gonna.
Just right there. Over
There you go.
is, because I've already used my attack, so you both my back and the attack on this guy with pink.
Awesome.
So just 17.
Awesome. That's definitely gonna hit.
6, 15 damage.
Awesome. This thing, how do you want to do it? Is what I'll say.
Just all this is face off.
Damn.
Just tackles him on the ground right in his face and kills it off the floor.
Give me a D10, and then I'll tell you what it's for. Holy shit. This thing goes to town and blood gets everywhere. This is a messy scene right now. This thing is enough to make his buddy start up checking and start trying to book it now. This guy's like, no, I want no parts of that fucking thing. And he's starting to book it.
It only has one attack, right? This is very heavy.
Yo. But it did the trick, and it definitely made its impression felt for sure.
So it just says good booker.
She has a hoverboard, so I'll say you can move some more. Awesome. That's within the rubble. It is little. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. It's little enough to fit. If Creed can fit in, Hachi can fit in for sure. Then that makes perfect sense. Awesome. Oh, on top. On top makes sense.
That's my turn.
Awesome.
At the end of her turn, she sort of she gets ready to block the dragon with her shield when it inevitably comes after.
Right. I'm with you, Gizmo. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. There's a lot of actions that's happening. There's a lot of action going on. You can be on deck, Gizmo. What you got in mind? It's still 400 yards away from you. Yes. Yes. Awesome. How much luck does a Gizmo have to put into it? Okay, I'm ready for it. Let's see it. Awesome. Good call, man. Let's see it. You click on attack on the weapon you want to use. If it's in your bag already. Okay. It uh-huh. It definitely hits. Four, 400 yards away, mean it's right on that cusp right there of being a DV-17, because the aim shot is going to make it +8, meaning 25 would be the DV to have that hit. Thus, with that added luck, is definitely going to hit and do double damage to the light on the Cyber Dragon. Yes. Yes. Also, what happens is your gun says, "Holy shit, we got him! We got him! That was good shooting. I always had faith in you. You're the best user I ever had." And the bullet, you see the bullet break through the red dot on it, and you see the light visibly dim, and then the dragon flails its wings in the air and then crashes on the ground. Boof! And you can tell it's not dead, but it's hit the ground. It is now, I'd say, staggered, meaning it is vulnerable and cannot evade anything right now. Is just trying to come to and get the codes right so it can get back in the sky. Good fucking shot. Do you want to move anywhere? Yes, it is on the ground. 25 meters west. Yup, 25 meters west of Jean Lacroix. Awesome. Awesome. And then what you about to say? Awesome. Good shot, man. That was a good call. And then we're gonna rotate it to Jean Lacroix's turn. And Jean, nobody focused you. Uh, Besides the dragon who's trying to recover, there are no more hostiles in the area. So it seems like pretty much a free shot for you. Oh, he's still blinded, and his ears are going up too. That's definitely going on too. Right. And Jean, if I was finna say, since you got the damaged ear, if you move further than 4 meters, which is one square is five squares. So if you move more than 1 square, you cannot move on your next turn. And you also are taking perception check penalties on hearing. And then because of the the flashbang in your eyes, you're gonna be taking -2 to range attacks and perception checks involving vision. But You can be able to try to treat yourself with your paramedics on one of your injuries with your turn, though, to save you some time.
But now you said it can't dodge this.
It right now, since it's recovering, it has no capabilities of dodging right now. But you have a hard time of moving right now, having your the ringing from the flashbang in your ears, as an example.
Square. But I'll still take the penalty on shooting.
Awesome. Yep, you can. You definitely can. Do you
I'll
want?
still take the penalty, right?
You can, but again, you do have options to try to treat one of your injuries, or you can also still shoot. And also, if you wanted to, just like how Rory took a penalty to aim for his red dot, his critical spot, you can take a -8 penalty as well if you want to aim for a red light on his head, or take just your standard vision penalties to just shoot for general mass too. But the red light is definitely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's right. I match myself up and shoot.
I would say in this case, with the stakes being so high in the context, yes, but not all the time. All right, give me a
Like
pen.
paramedic.
That's correct. That's going to be under technique. Damn. I would say with that check, you've completely fixed yourself up from the flashbang and what you've done yourself. So your ears are good and your eyes are good. So you're back to normal.
And I'd also like to Recon RP that I didn't buy the weapons in the book to take the money out. John found all those weapons on the ground. That's why he can't.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, angrily, I load that EMP grenade, and I'm gonna shoot his dragon.
General mass, or are you going to aim for the red light on his head?
Just general mass.
Okay, let's see it. Damn. It bet. You have to have. You have to. You. I would say you have to use again. You have to use luck preemptively. Like I'm gonna use luck on this one, like Gizmo did. And I would say, dude, it was so close. You're 1 point away from technically hitting, but I would say since this thing is so big and it's down, that it's nearly unmissable because it's so big and staggered. And then once the EMP grenade explosion hits, you see dust and electricity rise from the ground and cloud over it, and you see it jerking more, knowing it's going to have a even slower recovery process, meaning it's going to be staggered for longer. Yep, if your movement is 5, that means you can move 5 squares. But also, I will say, these guys have got into it with some guys that had hoverboards. So buying a hoverboard is a good investment, and luckily they're not that expensive.
It's 1,000 eddies to up to 50. Although mine's at level because I'm
Yep, that's correct. Yup. Roy. Yeah, Roy's been working long and hard on improving your suit for sure. Yes. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, dude. Cool. And then we're gonna rotate it to the dragon's turn as it keeps fidgeting, trying to reactivate itself. And then we're gonna pass it to Creed while the dragon is still struggling, who is under the rubble with Luna. It was both in a huge megaplex tower, but it's now just a heaping pile of debris.
Heaping pile,
Right. I'm sorry, Jean. mm. I would say, what do you have in mind first, and then I'll let you know. Yeah. Awesome. Give me a perception check. It's gonna be tough but all right. You're able to find. You're able to find what you were looking for. Basically, you're able to find one of those, but you're not certified and trained enough. You're not a med tech to be able to use it to its full extent. But give me a paramedics check if you're gonna try anyway. If you're gonna try anyways, you found one. Is he gonna try? Is a question that leads to Creed. Like, do I even try to use this? Damn. Give me a basic tech check. You're like, I've never tried this before, but here goes. Here goes. You're right. It starts whirring, and it makes a 49% difference. Still scalding hot, but it's able to at least cool it down some. And give me a resist torture / drugs check as your jerry rigged oven mitts and technology that you're using. See if you can. All right, you're able to hold it up without burning yourself completely, and you're able to successfully pull her out of the rubble. Arms still going. Awesome. Awesome. What does Creed say as he's coming out of the rubble, pulling out Luna? If you want to roleplay, that is. Right? Awesome. Right. On your turn, you definitely can. For example, I will since John since last session we played, no one's did this, but I'll let you know. If it's a turn order like this, and you want to wait to see how the scene plays out, or let somebody go before you, you can be able to choose your hold your turn, and then interject later on in a turn order. Like for example, if Hella said, "I want to hold my turn," and then Gizmo says, "I want to hold my turn," you could be able to have your action, and then it'll start from Hella's turn and then Gizmo's turn, as an example. And we'll rotate it to Hella's turn. General mass or aim shot? All right. As you're barely managing with your fingers curled backwards, you're trying to finagle a way to aim and steady. You see the shots hit the dragon, but you notice that it is not affected. So you determine that the red light is the way to really try to get this thing turned off. Start biting on that light. All right. Ah man, he starts trying to gnaw at the light, but it's not clamping all the way down. There's blood on his face, and he's definitely trying, but it's not strong. It's not quite strong enough to make a big difference. But you're like, hey, it's still struggling. We still got time. And then we'll rotate it to Gizmo's turn. She go ahead. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see it. I'll say I'll say 400 yards still, because that's like your best. Because as you're trying to shoot this thing, I'm sure you're trying to go for the best range where you're most likely to, hit this thing. You know what I mean? And since it's down, you have free reign. Okay. Okay, how close did you want to get? Oh yeah, 51 to 100. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would say since the easiest DV is between 51 and 100 yards, I'll say you're between 51 and 100 yards, especially since it's downed and can evade and is staggered. You know what I mean? That makes sense. You have nothing stopping you from getting into that perfect range. Yes, sir. Plus 2 to shoulder arms. Yep. And I think that should be reflected already, but I'll hop in and make sure that's the case for you. Okay. Oh, nice. Awesome. That's definitely gonna hit. That's definitely gonna hit. You could just click attack on your gun. It's all good. There you go. And double since it's the weak since it's a weak spot. How do you want to do it? This thing is about to be turned off, deactivated, offline, dead. Combination of all of those. It says mighty fine job, mighty fine job. And then as you put your gun down after seeing the light bulb on his head explode to pieces and noticeably watch this thing deactivate and go limp to the ground, you feel yourself becoming a more experienced solo for that one, increasing your role rank level by 1 on solo. Awesome shooting, man. Awesome. The dragon is now down. You guys are out of initiative, and I'm gonna put the spotlight on Jean Lacroix in their turn because there's quite a few things going on in the midst. And Jean, you got since you guys are out of combat, you have completely free movement. So if you want to go to Hela or Creed and Luna or to the dragon, you have free movement on what you want Jean Lacroix to do. You got a lot of options you can go about.
Well, then walk over and what was he gonna let me look at?
You have you. I'm just. Oh, go ahead. You got it.
I've got a cryo tank canister, and I need to see if I can make this cryo tank thingy, make this arm thingy a lot colder because it is very hot. It's very, very hot. It's 59% cooler than it was. But I have other arms. It's fine. Just get this arm nice and chilly with this ultra cold stuff on it.
He's a little panicked. I'm a therapist, man. I guess I'll look at it when I just look at
Under technique, under the technique, there's a skill called medical tech. That's gonna be your go-to. Awesome. Damn good roll.
Explodes, right?
yeah, rapidly.
With that medical tech check, you determine with your expertise of working in trauma towers so long, you know how to get the finite portions to get this thing cooled down to a much to actual manageable level
Breaking it.
without breaking it. Luckily, if you weren't an expert or somebody weren't an expert, they would definitely be breaking it for sure. But since you've seen, you know how to use the stuff in the trauma tower and the supplies, you're able to pull it off just fine, and it is now cool to the touch and no more worry about burns.
John literally is a psychopath. Well, he's not like a surgeon.
Nice. Awesome.
Can I take care of
Yes, give me a paramedics check real quick if you want to help Creed with his burns. The mitts, the makeshift oven mitts. between the crew. Yes, you're able to see this whole exchange. No problem. And John, with that fumble, I'm paramedic. You grab Creed's burn, like apply direct pressure to it, and Creed, give me a resist torture slash drugs check.
Just crapping.
Sean's hands are shaking. He's just firefighting the dragon.
Right, Creed, you're able to tough it out and not take any damage to your HP with him applying pressure to your burn. So it's just a little mistake, like, oh, my bad. So no damage, no damage done, no harm, no foul.
Look, if we're gonna do pain plans, this might be
Right.
Hey, hey, Helen lost the battle glove in her left hand, and some of her fingers fell. Like, Doc, you wanna fix this?
All right, let's see. I'll give you a +1. I'll give you a +1 on that gizmo just because you guys have a bomb like that. So it's gonna give you a bonus to trying to pick your partner up. Awesome. You're able to actually, Roy. You can flavor this how you want to be able to um, treat some crushed fingers. Your fingers are no longer crushed. So Roy, you can flavor how you do that one. Yeah. Right. That's a classic one. I'm sorry, keep going. Awesome. Right. Give me a resist torture slash drug. Yeah, give me another resist. Okay, you're able to stomach it and not projectile vomit.
Helen barely flinches because she's smoking a joint and she's used to it. It's not as bad as the previous levels, which again from fumble.
That was not great.
I would like to build some of these abilities here. See if there's any evidence or
I think you would want to build
your code words, your work code requires the slanders be so
you
Playing. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
technically just targeting me, but I think both of them would.
Yeah, the fumble. Right. That's funny as hell. Jean, are you gonna join the picture too, boss? That can give you guys a reputation right there, having a picture with a downed cyber dragon.
Haji will be guarding he's guarding while we're doing
Look, all you guys.
Cannon, auto cannon, dragon slayer.
Right. So look, all four of you guys get a reputation level 1 of Dragon Slayer, since you guys got the whole skirmish y'all did recorded on camera, and then I can help you be able to talk you through how to add to your character sheet. If you scroll down your character sheet, it's gonna be a while. Right under tragic love affairs is going to be a box that says reputation on the right hand side. If you click the red pencil that says edit, and then you click there's going to be a black box with a red plus in it and has the word add in white text. You'll click that, and then it's going to have like a box you can fill in. So Jean, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that for you. Dragon Slayer level 1, and then description: worked as a team to take down an Arasaka cyber dragon, and that had destroyed Trauma Tower. Boom. So the NPCs that you guys encounter may know you guys from this particular excursion y'all just did.
It's funny. That invitation's actually
Right? That one went big. This one just happened. It ain't got that big yip. That first one, that one took the fuck off though. Like took off. That was also the one. That was also the same raid where Hella had those snakes in her pants too. I'll never forget that. That was funny.
there's a reason she got the middle guard.
Right. That makes sense. Right. That's a good question. I'll use your character sheet as an example, and then I can be able to explain it to everybody at the same time easier. Give me a second to pull it up, and I'll give you an example and part gameplay too, because we love both of those. Okay. As you guys are deciding, like, man, how big are we getting right now? Is what you guys are all telling each other, because you guys have done quite a few expeditions on camera and on the feeds, and you guys all hear the sound of a motorcycle, and it's getting louder as it's coming towards you guys. And a familiar face shows up right in the middle of you guys. And you recognize this guy as No Life Larry himself. He says, shit, I just caught. So as an example, an NPC makes contact with you guys. I can look at your different reputations, and I roll, because it's part of like GM kit stuff too. That's part of it too. But I can pick your reputation, and I roll a d6. And he says, man, I saw what happened with y'all and that dragon, man, that's some fucking crazy shit, man. You're getting quite familiar with those guns, Missy. You're getting pretty good. And funny enough, you didn't. And funny enough, you didn't even have to use Betsy, that one of a kind drone you got. So it's not cumulative, but I can pick as an NPC the role which reputation they could be able to know you by. So, for example, somebody is going to be more likely to know you for your drone for right now than the Autofire Slayer or the Dragon Slayer. At least for right now. But while you do bigger stuff in the universe, it's going to be more likely that people know you. Like, for example, a lot of people know Shell Shock for blowing up shit. So people are already apprehensive of him, and much higher chance of being apprehensive of him on first impression than knowing that you guys are the Dragon Slayers. At least for right now, if that makes sense. Give me a second. It might be a little information dump because I'm gonna show you guys what you guys end up looting and finding. The blueprints? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's a good one. That's a good RP. Rory, give me actually all of you guys, let me get a electronics security tech check and an air vehicle tech check. And I'll also drop in roll 20 what you guys end up finding in the rubble. and I know it was some zero. Hella.
It's spinning out of
That is spinning. They like Gizmo knows all about it, and Hella's like, I literally have no stake in this at all. Right, right. Right, since other. All right, guys. When you guys loot the bodies of these two of the renewable renegades, you find two of the Gunmart Smart Special handguns. That's a tongue twister when I say it out loud. A Gunmart Smart Special handguns. There we go. 500 eddies, and then you guys find a note from Blacklist, and it says, expect those mailing edge runners to come out the Trauma Tower to get Luna. The Cyberjack should sweep them easily. After, come through to my compound, and I will reward y'all with a pizza party. And then, Jean, as you are looking down at the rubble, you feel your brain gets more wrinkled, and you get that fire and burning in your heart, and motivation from your dead co-workers and patients, giving you a +1 in your medtech role rank, and then a +1 in surgery as well. No life, Larry says. Go ahead, I'm sorry. I didn't even know it was an X. Oh, you talking about attack precision? Spot weakness? Okay. You're ranked 3 in solo at this point, correct? 2, 3.2? Okay, cool. Awesome. I got you, bro. I got it taken. If my computer stopped acting up, it's loading. The computer's really thinking about it. I'm trying to change it, and it's like, hold on. There we go. I got you, boss. You're taken care of. Boom. Disguises. Yes, give me wardrobe style check if you can finesse 2. Yes, you're able to finesse 2 disguises out of these 2 laid in front of you. They're now naked in front of you guys now on the ground since you have their clothes now. Right. Look, he wasn't thinking about it, but it's like, now you said something. Right. Right.
This guy has like a giant hole in his chest from a giant
Right.
This guy has no face.
Right, his face was eaten off too. That's true. That is true. Right. That's true. No life, Larry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Awesome. I'm typing it in right now. You guys all put y'all head. You guys already put your heads together for it. I'm just typing it all in right now. The air vehicle. Oh yes,
Question about
yes.
the Fenrir upgrade also goes. Fuck, I should go to this. Dude, he's ready for the movie. Next time.
You figure that you do your measure.
Yeah, it pays to do something.
Yeah, it does. That's the moral of the story for real. That's honestly cyberpunk right there. That's honestly cyberpunk. Just like how in Cyberpunk 2077, Judy does the stuff, the brain dances, making stuff, and Panam's a nomad who knows the text that makes stuff. So yeah, it's like a moral of the story, like present
Moral
day.
victory.
Yeah, cause like just like present day, we got so much technology now, and you know it's gonna be more technologically based in the future. So moral of the story, get you someone who knows about technology, like for real.
Since you're young enough, that you this requires perception artistic imagination. She has works to personalities and things that one of those has to acknowledge that she wears the same clothes and it's taken off very much. She might she has been as such as always take the down as long as she knows there's it's and through the calendars there's 2 months goes after there's so she follows them through. She misses out a lot. She gets shorter. She's like that. Full session. Session with this kid. She realizes
Yup, yup.
I can have a reputation. That's
That's true. That's true. Now I gotta think. Who tried to put it out there? Did somebody? I don't think. I'm not sure anybody tried to publicize that. Too heavy.
sure. Who's the
Oh, put
because you said
Damien. Yeah,
Damien. Yeah,
yeah,
wait a second, Damien.
yeah, yeah. I would definitely. You right. I would. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because I'm saying if the that's what you understand.
Yep, that was a time ago. Yes, I would say your reputation is level 2 on that. And why not level 1s? Because you got people that don't like you for that. And that's fine. More people don't like you for it than like you for it. So,
Really?
oh yeah, dude. You know, people are nice in Night City, especially in the context. It was, she did that. Was rubbing it in people's faces. She did awesome. Don't get me wrong, but she was rubbing it in people's faces. All right. After you guys evaluate it, you guys figure out that this thing is 15 feet wide, about 30 feet long. Think about in scale similar size to a private plane. And with this new knowledge and after touching it firsthand, you guys figured that you guys could make a budget version one of these for 600,000 eddies in 8 months. And then the time for the Dragon King Tamer chip is going to be 600,000 eddies in 6 months to work on.
She's like a mini version of this thing. So if you realize that there's a small version of it that has all these technologies
But you and Rory, right? Get a truck up. You can. And Rory, you, awesome. Rory, after doing the evaluations, you determined that if you were to fix this one that you guys just knocked out, it'd take 50,000 eddies in 2 months for you to get that thing up and running and flying on it. Larry walks over to you, John, and says, so about Luna, you mind if I don't know, you guys put her and maybe see if she's alive or see where she is? Yeah, y'all definitely got sidetracked.
The family's already
Yeah.
we successfully was defeating so now it'll be easier to
She has not been looked at yet. And I've been waiting for somebody to say, I want to look at her condition. No one said, no one, all right, give me a paramedics check for a diagnosis. As you're doing a diagnosis, you feel no heartbeat.
She has no heartbeat. Can I do a first aid? I have my med bag.
Trauma Tower is destroyed, so. Right. I am the trauma team. There we go. There we go. Yes, you can do a first aid or paramedic. If it's two of them, somebody helping you out, John, you can be able to get advantage and roll twice, which is taking advantage. So if somebody wants to throw in a paramedic check as well, you can do 2 paramedic checks and we'll take the highest one. Awesome. Dude, that sounds like an awesome idea. Jean Lacroix will help you with that with his medical tech check. If you guys want to make a rig defibrillator, that would definitely increase your chances. And I will say for that idea, there we fucking go.
I know exactly.
I would say since it is for medical purposes, Rory, I'll need a basic tech check or a medical tech check because I'm not sure if that comes up on your character sheet if you're not med tech and medical tech even comes up. So I'd say basic tech or even electronics since it is technically an electronic. Awesome. You guys are able to whip up a homemade defibrillator, which will definitely help you guys and lower the DV of bringing Luna to stabilization. Yes, yes, it's definitely working and definitely gonna help you. There you go. Does anybody want to help him get advantage? Is anybody gonna help him get an advantage? Okay, Jean, one more paramedics check. Oh, you're good.
Clear.
As you start clearing,
Alright.
as you start clearing with the homemade defibrillator, you barely feel a heartbeat, and you know you need to use your pharmaceuticals now.
I have poison.
I have
Yes, one, one.
speed heal and stim.
Yeah, stem right there. I appreciate that's like the closest to an adrenaline shot, which would help in this situation. Or surge, one of them. Yup. A paramedics check for applying the pharmaceuticals, and this will let you know if she can get stabilized right here. As you start administering and doing all that you can, you feel the lowest heartbeat you've ever seen. And you determine that if Luna takes even 1 point of damage, there is no coming back for her. So she is definitely alive, but by a thin thread. Yes, just barely. He did. He used everything in the bag, just to get her over that line. And you might be thinking, did she come back from death? Oh, what'd you say, Price?
Tended to her immediately.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even
Hey, at least she's alive though. At least she's alive.
Scatter, should we take her back to the bar? And while they were doing all that, I was calling up which has been relayed before guys.
Awesome.
Basically just sounds cooler than Slimer.
It does sound cooler than the
say
Slimers.
it's on a PhD while you're waiting for time.
Right.
So yeah, calling them up to basically bring vehicles and just to pull this dragon carefully. Although
They're not that smart, bro. Yeah, they're not that smart, bro. They're meatheads.
basically come up here, do what Rory says. Let's
That's funny as hell. Okay, I envision to move a cyber dragon the size of a private plane will probably take. I'm ballparking because I've never seen this in real life or even in fiction. I say maybe 3 or 4 pickup trucks on the bed of all those, just like spread out, trying to drive across the road. I suppose as egress of moving this thing. Oh, they have no idea on how to separate it. Rory, are you gonna try to take this thing apart?
yeah, that's what Rory does.
All right, if you want to take it apart yourself, Rory, give me an air vehicle tech check. The new guys are not tech savvy. Last time you encountered them, they were more like frat bros, so they just know drink beer, punch things, yell at people. Awesome, awesome. You start working on getting this thing disassembled, and you know it's gonna take 2 hours to get disassembled. working her butt off all night. Right.
Yeah, 'cause I think with good choices,
Jean, yup, sure did.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. What happened? Kind of on the side. It's not my specialty. I can get medical supplies really easy. Can I make a phone call?
Yes,
What?
give me a conversation check, John. That's one of the things about being a fixer is that it's like a heavy role play class. So you can, even though technically like out of character, you obviously don't know about that, but as a fixer, you can inherently find out stuff like that. As an example, like yeah, I know a guy. Go ahead.
Well, my main guy was in the truck with my partner, and he was part of the gang that was collaborating with us. Now he's dead. No good to call around.
What's his name?
Mark.
Try give him a call. Try checking up on him. He might have been on lunch break or something. Not, I'm gonna say no, but I definitely see some potential by way the scenario is going right now for sure. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll hold on. I'm gonna take care. I gave you a roll rank already, and two of them is again. I don't want to break you, bro. Let's be real. I don't want to have you broken. And just like it says in the book on the tech, the GM has the power to retroactively balance anything as needed. And then you already have tech level 12, meaning you're the most technical person in the universe so far that you've seen on the screen. So, yeah, but I can honestly, Rory's almost tending to evil genius, but also a lover slash evil genius mix, which is also very very cyberpunk as well too. You know what I mean? She's obviously not evil, but the capacity she is operating at this point is starting to approach blacklist almost. I mean, because in context. Oh, not. I mean, Rory's not evil at all, but as far as building stuff never seen before in Night City, and I mean, your current project is working on a cyber dragon, so yeah, you're definitely up there. And looking at your reputations, you're definitely not a Joe Blows, definitely. And again, a tech of 12. That's again. Oh yeah. No, I feel you, man. She's been building her ass off. She's building a lot of stuff that takes place in nearly every encounter, like suits, guns, drones. I'll go down the helmet. She has a little arsenal has been created for the crews so far and has been appreciated too. And John, you make a call to Harper, and he answers, and he says, "Yo, fucking John, you fucking made it out, man! I can't fucking believe it, dude. How are you holding up, man?"
Hey, I didn't hear live. You want some coffee? Come around? Build this car?
Dude, I went out for some. dude, I went out to the short circuit bar to get a few fries, and then I saw one of the feeds, and I'm like, damn, I bet they're having a bad time. I'm so glad I was on my lunch break, man. Dude, I'm so glad to hear from you, man. I'm sure you need some. I'm sure you need some help on your fixer side of things since we're out of a job now. So, what's on your mind, man? I know you're not just calling me to check up on me this time, man. How can I help you, man? We got to get our money up now since we don't have that guaranteed income anymore. We're freelancers now.
Well, is there any place you can store a cyber drive?
Oh, wait. Can you slow down and say it again? Excuse me? A cyber dragon? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I watched these guys take down the cyber dragon.
No, for real? You got a piece of that shit? For real?
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy, crazy Eddies, man.
sure. I did so much.
Damn. Alright, I think I know a spot that's not too far from Trauma Tower. Not and I've seen the size of those things. They'll barely have enough space for that and the workshop in there. But yeah, man, it's just around the corner, and just make sure you keep your lips sealed about this, because anybody catches wind that you got this, they're gonna be breaking in trying to steal that shit ASAP.
When I heard of the group, they're just trying to store it, right? They're trying to sell it. I don't know if I can help you sell a cyber dragon, but okay. All right, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, it can be above table or under table if you guys want to, but I will give it a time limit, because I'm not gonna let you guys just mull over for 10 minutes. I'll put a timer on you guys.
We're gonna stick with that. We're not trying to sell it at the moment. We're just trying to store it until we figure it out.
He says, "Yeah, man." He says, "Yeah, man, we can make it happen, but again, you gotta be sure to keep it under wraps, because there's people outside with their eyes on, especially with all this satellite and cyber cancer and all this shit going on. People are getting real desperate, and people are starting to get edgy. And I tell you, if I didn't know no better, I might call me a psychic, but I might foresee a riot in Night City's future in some capacity in the near future, because too much crazy shit is going on. We got lasers destroying satellites out of the sky, shit coming out from Mortal Rock, cyber dragons flying over everywhere. Blacklist has been getting some flack on the feeds. The shit is getting wild, so I just say buckle up your seatbelt, but things are going to be getting crazy rather sooner than later. Just be careful. Yeah, that's near the tip of the iceberg for sure, man. So it's not around the corner for Trauma Tower, no problem. But again, be sure to keep this on the low. People would kill so many and destroy so many just to get their hands on one of those. And make sure there's no tracker on it neither, because Arasaka sees a tracker on it. It might be more than one of those that you guys might be seeing in person. Right. You saw it. You saw it and took care of it already. Give me an athletics check. Rory, give me an athletics check. Awesome. You got it on some chum's car that's passing by. Some chum, it has the Cyber Dragon tracker on it. And I'd say get right. Hello, what'd you say?
Oh, just looking
Also, one thing that I even forgot to mention at first before we started is Rogue has been confirmed dead. Yup. By the hands of the fashion rebels.
Are these actual players?
They're NPCs.
Oh, like in Cyberpunk 2077, video game, there's an NPC.
And now she's dead.
Yup. That gives you the scale on how tough the fashion rebels are. They took out a legendary fixer. And Rogue might have been in. I know she's in the Cyberpunk RED book for sure. She's in a few stories in the book, but she might be in 2020. But she's basically yeah, she's done things in the 2020s, but she was introduced in this book in Cyberpunk 2077. Oh shit, I think she's in 2020 as well. So she looks like she goes back out of character in the 80s first book, and she has gear and stuff. But yeah, she's a legend and she's dead. So basically, you deduct that if the fashion rebels can kill Rogue, they're legend level.
So yeah, hello, Red. I'd say in her time as a leader, she's been trying to enforce a little bit more discipline in them. Not not like a no praying thing, just like there's a time for parties and a time for if I see you fucking around and get the crap out of you. That's sort of what the new rules are going to try to enforce is, don't be idiot frat boys on those schools.
All right, give me a streetwise check, and then give me a conversation check. Let's see how much they take that heed, because they are frat bros. Will they pay attention? Will they be respectful?
I didn't mean to do anything for you.
You're good. I was so about to say nice roll. Damn. They get the gist. They get the gist, at least for now. But you also feel like it's gonna be a while where you have to actually like succinctly speak to them and make sure they don't do anything. Best way I can put it is frat bro-ish. So it's like, keep your bro levels down, guys. We got work to do. So to keep them from partying and such, you can tell they have a learning curve. But you feel like, with it being you and being a badass, they're more likely to take heed to you rather than anybody else in Night City.
Yeah, which is why, like, when they're here, I told Miss Maple Dragon to get the blood trucks. She's, like, with Rory, so that any time Rory's telling me what to do, Alice there to damn sure that
Awesome. That makes perfect sense. They load up the parts in the truck and they drop it off in you guys' storage, and your tucked off storage. Oh, not leaving? Okay. Are you gonna use a budget for that? And time, money, materials. Okay, my question is, I don't mean to interrupt you, but my question is, are you sure? Spend time, money, and resources right now to get all that security set up at Harper's low-key storage garage. So basically, are the so basically the answer is yes, right? You're sure you're dedicated. You're securing your asset, which is very important, correct? And a very expensive asset. Is that okay? That works perfect sense. Rory, give me 2d6. Your head starts to ache and your body starts to itch harder than it's ever itched before. And you've seen this in the feeds as symptoms of cyber cancer aggravated by blacklist satellite. I figure you're with your crew right now working on things, and as you're working on it, the side effects are starting to kick in, and you know that if that satellite isn't gonna be taken down at the compound soon, you and other people with cyber cancer will start dropping like flies. Look, there is a certain time, there is a definite timeline, and you don't have to take heed to it, but you could be able to risk your life if you wanted to. Because if you want to work on that until you're literally making death saves, but you got it made, and that could be like their y'all have seen like the movies or like the inventors that like I got this one big project, and then they finish it and then they die after. I think that might have been the theme of like Spider-Man or like Green Goblin or something like that. That could be the case if you wanted to, but it's a raid you guys can go on, and we're not don't have that much time instead of doing prep and other stuff. So I want to kind of pace it too. But it's up to you too. If you guys want to just build stuff and lose health, you guys could have that be part of the story too. But it's all up to you guys. Again, the stakes are very high. Yes. Yes. You and people in cyber cancer are due to blacklist satellite at his compound. You guys found hints and disguises that's where it will be and will help society and the people all living with cyber cancer. Yes. Okay. Imminently. Yes. Imminently going to die. And yes, you do have cancer, and yes, this can kill you. But you can keep working on something if you want to, and that could be like your going out with a bang project too, if you wanted to. But again, also I want to keep pace for the game so everybody can do different things because everybody's not a builder, and give everybody else some time to shine and do some things. Right. I'm sorry. That's the only way I can try to get the games we've had the past few months trying to go and is trying to have a time scale.
I'm trying to think of a way to give us a time.
It's a cyber, so it's like
But you could get. I will say, you assume that you're immune. Yes, sir. Last Friday, you guys saw in the feeds that a lot of people were going through the same symptoms and that you were having, and people dying from the streets from it as well. And also, Gene, I will say, as a med tech, you could administer a speed heal to Rory, where they would definitely heal her up for now too. So you have at least a buffer. You have a doctor on your side, which is very useful. As far as they know, and it is invented by the big bad Blacklist. This is Blacklist project, the big bad guy. Blacklist equals cyber cancer creator. That's absolutely correct. Yup. Honestly, guys, it's honestly, guys, like as usual, I'm more than happy to GM you guys till 10. But you make a good point. If you go in a big encounter like that, I doubt it'll get finished because there will definitely, without a shadow of doubt, be role play, and then the potential of combat. Just like all the scenarios so far, where combat is not always imminent, but role play will at least be a guaranteed factor, just as usual in our games. But that also can go okay, but that can go hand in hand with trying to set some things up too. Because I don't blame you if this was real life. Like I'm gonna say, out of character, this is real life, and I had a cyber dragon in my garage. I'm just like you, Rory. I'll make sure that thing is locked down and nobody take that thing, especially after going all those lengths. If I had cyber cancer, I would probably still be trying to make sure it's fortified at least a little bit before I try to go out there. But actually, I don't know about that one. That's one of those gray areas. Just like as y'all seen so far in the Cyberpunk games, at least with me, that it's a lot of morally gray. There really isn't a right answer type deals. You know what I mean? It's always kind of a double-edged sword with all the decision that keep that risk and keep that edge going too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. With that being said, Rory, give me an endurance check. You sure can. Absolutely. I'm gonna roll. That's an awesome idea.
Obviously, like, I don't want them standing in front of the normal guarding it, because that's just
Right. Right. That makes perfect sense. Gizmo, you work on it and you get halfway done with your security until you pass out. And then that's when you determine, okay, this satellite is pretty mean. And then you also have 6 of the new guys outside patrol and make sure nobody breaks up in there and rains on y'all's parade and rains in on y'all's hall. Yeah, yeah. Actually, Hella, give me an athletics check. Let's see if you caught her. Right. Law of averages. There you go. Triple H. You're able to catch her no problem, and you can tell she's gonna live, but you can tell that this satellite is making things much harder to do the day-to-day things in Night City. Right, right. Yes, somebody have a question?
It has nothing to do with what's going on. I can wait
Okay.
till it says
All right. Anybody had anything in specific they wanted to do in Night City outside of trying to go into the compound, like doing some research, looking for a weapon, looking for something to buy, like maybe incendiary rounds or a hoverboard are good examples, or such, or awesome. Since
money wise.
I say 500 eddies a piece from the Renegades, but come on, the biggest haul here is that Cyber Dragon. That can definitely be able to be a big, humongous flip. Everything goes right. That's a huge haul.
All geared up by
So you got two of those.
From the rescue of Camden. That's absolutely correct. Yup.
Is there anything in Cyberpunk?
Watches or these purchases.
You can have them pre-ordered, boss. Hell has you woken up, so you're open to do stuff. But you realize, like, man, working on this, I need a break. The workhorse thing is kicked in for sure. Does somebody else have a question? I thought I heard another question too.
Yeah, actually, it kind of since we can go by some.
Yes,
Still having third eye installed.
yes, that's a badass one right there. There is a few different cyber optics that include those things too. Let me type in cyber optics on a companion because I'm pretty sure it has its own name on what that specific cyberware is called.
Like a piece of
I believe so, yup.
it's like
Yeah, yup. I forgot what it's called off the tip of my tongue, but that's exactly it. But yes, having a third eye, that is definitely in the realm of possibility. It might be on the boardware too.
in Borgware, there's a multi-optic mount, which is
Yes,
to 5 editions.
that's exactly it right there. Yup. For 1,000 ebs. For 1,000 ebs. Yup.
But it's Borgware, so it gives you 46 of them. Because Borgware is where you're like, this is a big piece of aluminum in the outside part.
I am simulating.
Right.
Multi-facing your face,
But you know what?
You know
Go ahead. It was like,
the cyberpunk
right. That's a. You know what, guys. That you know what, guys. You guys are bringing up a really fantastic central point in cyberpunk right here. And while we do have little time, and since you guys, don't have time to finish out the raid, being a med tech, Jean, you can be able to give therapy to the crew. And Rory, since you're a tech, you're able to use your tech skills to be able to give humanity as well to somebody with cyberware. So you guys could be able to fit in, whether role played or not, to you guys' leisure. Role play the therapy for you guys. Rory. Yup.
Can I pull out the shotgun that I grabbed on the ground and ask him if
If he can work on it. Yup. He has a lot of projects though, as you know. He does have a lot of projects, as you know, though. A Cyber Dragon and even and more stuff too. To be fair, but he does have time to at least loosen up some of your screws to give. I'm sorry. She can be able to loosen up some of your screws and give you some humanity just at a snap of a finger, though. So that's always a good thing.
meat bees.
Skittles.
I can see the thing about every video called me.
Um, I would like to, like, with my agent, that
Awesome.
if that's possible.
Yes, that would cost you 11. Actually, being a fixer, You're able to get that for 900 eddies because as a fixer you get discounts. So you got 900 eddies total for the hoverboards and boost.
Whoever's their time.
I think you're good. Oh, I'm sorry. B and D's, not M&M's, B's and D's. Um, right for now. Look, it'll come to you in your sleep, man. That's when the best ideas come. You're just gonna be laying back, looking at the ceiling, be like, "Damn, that's a good idea." At least that's how it works for me, at least.
Is in the original Cyberpunk 2020 there was a thing called C6.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll look into it though. What is that? C6.
It's basically the C4.
Oh, oh yeah. That sounds like some Shell Shock would have.
And in that game, that very first version of Halo killed Adam Smasher by filling a bag filled with 50 pounds of C6 in an hour.
Holy shit.
And then pulling it up.
That city block.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's enough to blow a whole city block.
By the way, I should be able to
So wait, you killed Adam Smasher 30 years.
In different game. Yeah.
Different game, different GI. It was pretty funny though, because he's like, okay, how much C6 in the bag? Like, he said 50 pounds. It's like 4d6 damage per pound of C6 or something. So then the radius also increases with each pound as well.
Nice. I was
So buildings went down.
I would say that definitely exists, and each square costs 900 elbs a piece. Only 900 because you got your trusty fixer friend Jean helping you out and getting the discount on it.
Also, is hoverboard in
Yeah, it's
Yup.
built
The Tinsen, yeah, the Tinsen Joy Boy. I want to say Joy Boy. Oh, he did do a review on it too. Funny enough, and it's very high quality.
Hanson
Jet Boy. Oh, a Joy Boy is a Joy Boy is some totally different. Creed. Right. Yeah, TAN, like the color tan, and then SON sun, and then and then it should come up in the companion after you type in tan under vehicles, and then it's gonna have a picture of it, and it looks more like a Green Goblin glider than a Back to the Future hoverboard. All right, last rolls of the game before we wrap them up. Jean, go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes. Fucking good call. Let's see it. Super fucking good call. Oh yeah. I'm typing it in right now. That was a damn good roll. That was a super good call, Creed. That was a good one to jump in. Like, hey, let me hop in and get some some info.
Let's get some info
All right. You figure out that rumors of new texts and traps developed by Damien are within Blacklist compound. Since y'all's last excursion, Blacklist has gone to even further lengths. Highly dangerous. Deadly interior design. Rumors of beam of death. Right. Out of. Yes, sir.
We had a chance to take all the power away from the whole base, right?
Yes, there is. Yeah, the moon. The moon resort is powerless.
They took power from them.
The moon resort is powerless. The moon resort and its transits are powerless. So whoever's up there on the resort is gonna be up there till further notice. Anybody trying to get up there cannot go through that method. And I'll drop that in roll 20. So there's rumors that Blacklist is up there. So if he's up there, there's no way he can come back down. And if he's out, and if he's on Earth, there's no way he could, through that method, be up there. Ooh, what does that do?
It is able to make 3,000 drinks of choice.
Hey, yo. So basically a literal walking bartender, like a walking bar, literally.
It's designed to hold 32 separate fluids, just corn, treated MCA, and to produce 3,000 drinks of choice. Dispensed via the unit's program.
A bar gun. Yo, that sounds like something Creed could do with the Teal Tornado right there. Have it always on hand. Literally.
Backpack traps. It has backpacks traps.
Ooh. Look, I just feel like hell is doing like the old school with like the JCPenney and Macy's books. When you just skim through everything, that's exactly what she's doing. Looking like what could I get with this as she's thumbing through it.
It's not better.
Accoutrement. That sounds like a Jean LaCroix word right there. How you spell that? It's okay if you don't. It's okay. It's okay if you don't. But if you're trying to look for, Jean, you're supposed to say bonjour at least once before the game is over, man. What's up? There we go. Hold up, everybody going there. Everybody's going there once. Hello, I'm sorry. Creed, yes, you can look for a reflective. What is the acumen? What does it do? Some mirror, that's yeah. Good fucking call. I'll give you a point of luck that you can tuck in that you can be able to use next session, and then my answer to that is gonna be yes. You can definitely find some reflective stuff flavored to your will if you want to carry like a mirror shield as an example, or however you want to do it or work it out. That's definitely along the lines. That's a really good fucking call. That's very tactical and smart. What you got, Rory? That's absolutely correct. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, I'm following. Yes. Ho ho ho. Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. Hold on. I'll go ahead and type it in because you worked your butt off. You guys worked y'all butt off for that thing. I'll go ahead and drop it in row 20. Hold on. You can be for sure. I'm not opposed to it at all. I'm not opposed to it at all. You guys can definitely be at the bar chilling. Awesome. Doing the research on the laser, you determine that the damage is 7d6 plus 10. Ablaze at least 2 stopping power, a range of 100 meters, and also through the rumors, you guys also discovered that um, in the compound are 3 parts of the satellite that need to be destroyed to be deactivated. You're not sure. You know that somewhere within there's 3 parts of it that need to be destroyed to be deactivated. As far as the rumors go, because they're keeping it on the hush hush.
Question. Sorry.
Yes, answer.
Question. First, if I had smart glasses,
Yes, sir. I'm following.
will I only need to get one piece of anti-dazzle in them for that to work, or do I still get 2?
I'd say one would do the trick, is what I'd say. And also, this I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to make sure. Does somebody have Not sure if it was Hella or another one of you guys that have like oh yeah Gizmo. Gizmo, or you think I'm not trying to give you any more evil genius ideas, but you say you have the targeting scope, correct? Or sniper scope. I'm just gonna ask, have you thought about having the smart bullets and the in all that? There might be too much of it. That might be too much of a hint because you already got, me already working on looking at a dragon laser. But I'm like, hey, at this point, they're almost there to have bullets that can have a second chance on hitting with the setup they got, since they got already so much stuff to help them aim, and they're a solo too. So Yup. Yup. That's that that's pretty much the gist, and that the smart bullets and smart arrows are super expensive. That's just all. Cause I'm like, dang, you got all that stuff to aim. Cause you were on the point. I don't think Rory's missed an aim shot yet so far. Maybe only one time, but as far as the aim shot, she's been on the money so far. Yeah. Gotcha. And then on the smart bullets, on the book they say 500 eddies. So consider them being 50 eddies a piece, 50 eddies a bullet, and saying they come in bundles, because I don't think it's 500 a bullet, but it doesn't necessarily clarify that in the book.
Incinerator rounds, is there another?
I was talking about smart bullets. You're good. You're good. So 50 a piece in a bundle of 10. Okay. Jean, are you there? Would you like to give your crewmates and yourself some much needed group therapy? You don't have to role play if you don't want to, as much or as little as you want to, because therapy is it's a necessity and a luxury, because I'm pretty sure, like off the top of my head, an average like intense therapy session costs 1,000 eddies. So it's a nice resource to have, to be able to give that to yourself and the crew for free. Right? Give me I like to see, and this will be the last roll of the game, y'all. A conversation check from all of you guys. If you guys all talk about y'all treacherous plights and dangerous lives y'all go through, to try to get some clarity and treat you guys' mental health all together, and give you guys some humanity. You don't have to engage if you don't want to. You can just, if you don't want to, you could.
She'll watch. She'll smoke a joint and watch.
That's correct. Awesome. And then for my people in this therapy, you can roll for therapy, and to do that, on your character sheet, you'll click the red pencil on edit on statistics, and scroll down to where it says humanity, and click on roll. It'll populate with a number and roll 20, and you'll type that number under the therapy box under humanity. Awesome. Right? I want to say when you're at your top of the character sheet, you should see a box that says statistics. Oh yeah, you already clicked on it. The box right to the left of roll is where your number goes, I believe, and then you close the box. I guess mods. Try put it in mods. I'm sorry. If you got a number under mods, you type that. That should be able to. The humanity thing glitches on roll 20, y'all. Does it work for you guys? Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Jean would get 3 from his, Creed would get 7, and Gizmo really was soaking it in with nine points of humanity. That's a big one. I want to say that's probably like the best therapy I've ever seen somebody get. They're really taking it in with their mental health right there. Awesome.